Well, hello there. Thank you for joining us here at Coolest Life. My name is Tony. I'm here at Fort Winnebago Lodge number 33 in Portage. That's right, not the Portage you might think of. There's lots of Portages around. This particular Portage is in Wisconsin. It's just south Wisconsin Dells, about northeast of Madison, Wisconsin. Check out this facility. Kind of cool. I think everything that has this cool little roof is there. Is actually rent this out as a little Masonic center for weddings and such. We're going to go in and take a tour. So come along with me, because you just entered the Coolest Life, Masonic Edition. Well, good news, I am in. And they've got some really cool artifacts. A lot of times you'll see these out front of a building. I want to show you some pictures of those in just a minute, of a building they used to be in that had these hanging outside. This building here, they've been in here about 7 years. They've actually moved several times, but they were in the last one many years, maybe 40 years or so, but they were in that room, and they sold that building about 7 years ago, and they built this facility. They got a nice big bar. No, there's no alcohol being served there. But it's not that I could find, because I looked. But they do rent this area here out. We're going to go in this small room here to this side here, take a look at some of their history pieces, and then we'll be going to the big room in just a minute. So this room is a nice little seating room they have. Got a little library here, and they've got some pictures up here. This lodge called Fort Winnebago was actually at a fort, an army post, not far from here. They actually said Jefferson Davis once was here at one time. And this is a picture of Fort Winnebago here. Picture rendition. Then they were in a house for a little bit, and they moved to this building here. You can definitely see the older car in front of it. This is pretty cool. It's like a little history of it. And then they were in this building, which is where you can see right here. This is those bulbs we just saw in the other room. Then they had this one here built, and they have since torn it down, and they moved here into the downtown area of Portage. You know, when I say downtown, where you saw it from outside and you can see it from here, we are downtown. In fact, I'm parked right there, but we're probably about 2 blocks off the main drag here in town. So let's go in this other room. A nice little social room here with a good sized pool table. This is a big regulation size. A lot of times you come to places like this and they've got a mini pool table. Not this place. And they got all those sticks set up. Definitely for renting this place out, people could come here and shoot pool. All right, I did get a chance to sit in lodge here. It was great. I'm actually going to have a practice afterwards. Here's their sign-in book, and they've got their aprons here. Their title would sit out here, and most of the members here come through this door. This door we would actually sometimes term as the inner door, and that would be the outer door. But the way this room is set up, whereas the brothers come in here, they typically just go in there. Preparation room behind us. I like that picture there. And they're about ready to come in here now. This is a building's only been here about 7 years. I noticed something about it. It's not a real long building. It's definitely got a little echo to it, but the ceiling is closer, it's higher here than it is down there, so it kind of slopes as it goes toward the Worshipful Master, which I thought was pretty unusual. Oh, check this out. He's got a little cubby hole there to put stuff for a senior warden. Also there I'm gonna lay that down. They said it's not part of their degree work that they even use this column. I was like, huh, interesting. And those of you who are Master Masons know why I laid that down, because this is the senior warden station, and we are at refreshment. They've got a nice logo here. This is about 14 to 18 inches tall. It's pretty nice. Also matches there. I didn't see any plates on here, but I like this border they've got around this, which is consistent with the other officer chairs. That, of course, is to specs. we've seen a globe like this before, and it's about the size of a bowling ball, and but that, of course, is our celestial globe representation. Our terrestrial globe there, pretty plain, nice smooth corners. Everything here matches. You'll see it matches here, and the other podiums we're going to see. Now here you've got some information. They may or may not use this in degree work. I don't want to say. I can't confirm or deny none of that. You see these a lot. We've seen some of these a lot in Florida lodges. That they'll have a lot of that up on the wall. Some organizations will use flip charts and slideshows and but we see that here. So we got our George Washington here. And here's where our master would sit. And again, of course, he's got the logo here. I think it's pointing the wrong direction, isn't it? You would say. But, and you know, I'm kind of a pet peeve of mine of pointing that direction, but that's fine. A lot of times you will see that right here on top of the, it'll be mounted right in here. Because see, that's pointed upward for those. And he's got the border, the matching border here that matches the others. He's also got 2 chairs here that are the same size, which is pretty rare. I don't see that a whole lot in other jurisdictions either. Normally the master has got one large chair and then 2 smaller chairs next to him. It's a nice piece there. God said, let there be light. There was light. Back door there. Secretary's desk there. And our junior warden sitting over here. Got the same matching columns. Again, the smooth area here. And these nice setting malls. Really great condition. I think these are 2 pieces here, but really nice. And you've got your altar here. You don't see a lot of altars. This one here is basically a table here, but it's a cast iron. You can see it's got the iron. That's not wood or anything. It looks good. Yeah, well, maybe that is wood. Good looking table though. And they also put their 3 lesser lights here in the south. I'm gonna take a look at this Bible here real quick. There we go. Definitely know it's a Masonic Bible. It's got talks about King Solomon's Temple, Masonic Creed, a lot of Masonic. I didn't see, a lot of times when you open these Bibles up, it'll have a Mason information here, and then all of a sudden it's going to go into Order of the Eastern Star, Scottish Rite, but you don't see that here. This actually talks about raising, a great porch. Awesome. Awesome, I like it. I'm going to put these back like I found them. Normally I find these when you're at ease, they're like this at a lot of lodges, or they'll actually close it. But this one here, they put it like this, so I'm going to put it right back like that. That's how I found it. Good setup. I like the lodges. Not a real wide lodge. I've definitely seen smaller lodges, that's for sure. No question about that. Well, they're getting ready to practice, so we need to get out of here. At least you need to get out of here. I'm going to stay. But if you get a chance to visit these brothers here in Portage, Wisconsin, do so. They've got a great facility. And after the meeting, I actually sat out here and had a few drinks. Actually, none were alcoholic. But although they do have some in this building, which I was surprised to find. But each jurisdiction is a little different as far as what they do and what they don't allow. So it's cool if they do. But they were about ready to have a practice. So if you get a chance to come out here, Portage, Wisconsin, come visit these brothers at this lodge. I'm sure they'll welcome you like they did me. I won't let you go. Be sure to like and subscribe and check out our other videos that have to do with Masonic lodges from around the country. Because you're not leaving the coolest life, Masonic edition.